Hey guys, so today is not in a way a special video, but it's more of a reminder and remembering for one of the most tragic days of this month. So today we are remembering the 9/11 attack and remembering the victims and the heroes of 9/11. That was about 18 years ago. So for some of you who don't know what 9/11 is, which there are some, which brings me a little bit of shock, but it's understandable. 9/11 is basically about there was four planes. One of the planes hit one of the twin towers, or also known as the World Trade Center. Then the second plane also hit the second building of the World Trade Center, which causes a huge collapse and a huge shock to the United States citizens. Then the third plane also dropped and hit to the Pentagon. The fourth, however, it was predicting that it was heading towards the White House, but unfortunately the fourth plane, which I believe is the United 93 or Airline 93, didn't reach to its destination. But it did cause lots of lives of all those passengers. So, as of this day, I want to do this video as in ways to show that I feel condolence for all the victims' families and all the heroes' families about what has happened to you guys, and want to show you that we are here for you and praying for all of you and feeling sorry for your loss. So I'm going to do some quiet moments and moments of silence for each of them. So for the victims of 9/11, I'm going to pay a silence for you guys to show that we are heartily sorry that it happened to you and to your family, and I'm hoping that you still remain strong and to continue on as much as you can. I know it is one of the hardest things you have to face. I understand because I didn't lose any family members from 9/11, but I understand the loss of losing a family member. And something is like that is unacceptable. So I'll give you a brief moment of silence. May God bless their souls. So, for the heroes of 9/11, especially the passengers that risked their lives from the United 93 to make sure that the terrorist doesn't reach to that destination, and to the families, to let you know that us Americans and all the United States citizens, we appreciate your sacrifice for trying to prevent it. And we hope and wish that you were able to make it. But sometimes things can happen. And I am sorry to hear for your loss, but your sacrifice has not been in vain. And to the heroes who sacrificed their lives to save lives in the World Trade Center, they have done bravery and they have done a courageous thing they have ever done in September 11th of 2001 to save those lives as much as they can and to survive as much as they can. And I pray for them. So I'll give a moment for the heroes of 9/11. The moment of silence has ended. So, to you guys, if you're wondering about my story of what I was doing in 9/11, well, I didn't really know much of 9/11 at that time. The reason is because I would say 6 at that time. That was about 18 years ago. I have no idea what was happening in 9/11 or how I recall for how it was a huge news. All I remember at that time was when my school was being attacked by bad guys. That's what I remembered that my parents keep telling me. And they decided to shut down the school. My father took me to his work just for safety. But I had no idea what was really going on. I guess my parents don't want me to know too much about it because I was a kid. But after I grew and learned about what happened, it really hardens me to hear what has happened to these people. And my goodness, I can't believe it's been 18 years since what happened. But anyways, I'm making this video just for you guys to show that about my experience from 9/11, and it's supposed to show my condolence to the victims and heroes of 9/11. And I'm wishing to their families, hoping that they are still staying strong, and to know that I am also praying and supporting as much as I can through my prayers, hoping that you guys are still strong and still living through your lives, and hoping you're able to pull through. Anyways, well, I'm hoping this video will encourage you guys to show that there are people out there who shares a silent moment of silence, and as well praying for all those victims and those heroes. Alright, anyways, thank you so much for tuning in, guys, and I hope to see you around. This is Kaiju 2014-117, signing off.